The Tulsa, Oklahoma chapter of the Links Incorporated proudly presents the Social Justice Legacy Series, where we remember the Tulsa Race Massacre and discuss the path forward.
It's good to give that full perspective. When people say Black Wall Street, where does that come from? What is its meaning and what impact that it has today?
Looking at them from the emotional standpoint, a mental standpoint, and a social standpoint, and then just nurture them. And we had that going on back in the 50s where we lost some of that once we did start to integrate or desegregate in the early 1960s.
Just having that history made me want to be involved, and therein lays my interest in being a part of this historical process, if you will.
Through the lens of the Links Incorporated's 5 facets, the arts, health and human services, international trends and services, national trends and services, and services to youth, each video consists of thought-provoking conversations with community leaders from Tulsa.
There's a lot of necessary change that needs to happen, and I think that necessary change happens in our living rooms, it happens in our shared spaces, it happens in our homes, in our families, and within our communities.
The spirit behind Greenwood and the spirit behind Black Wall Street, the spirit behind the entrepreneurialism that was here, there was a sense of pride and an achievement that was evident here in the neighborhood and the communities surrounding Greenwood and the neighborhood itself.
So I think, especially when you're dealing with marginalized or vulnerable populations who have been through things like the race massacre, right? Who have that history of trauma, the more complex, the more layers, the more distance between there is to make that interpersonal connection, then I think, unfortunately, you lose some of that rapport and trust, and people start to wonder if you have their best interest at heart.
The Links Incorporated is a women's volunteer service organization committed to enriching, sustaining, and ensuring the cultural and economic survival of African Americans and other persons of African American ancestry.
Special thanks to Tulsa Community College's Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion and the McKeon Center for Creativity. Please visit our website, www.tulsalinksinc.net, for more information.